These are the handwriting lines. The two solid lines are where the body of your letter is going to go. The dotted lines top and bottom are guidelines as to how high your stalks and your tails should go. Now, you shouldn't be crossing those dotted lines because they'll interfere with the letters on the lines above and below. On the two solid lines, the bottom line is our base line, and this is the line that all our letters are going to sit on. When you come to use proper lined paper that doesn't have all the guidelines on, the base line is the line on the lined paper that you're going to write on. Over here we've got our monkeys. We've got our brave monkey and our scared monkey, and that tells us where our letters are going to start. In the slider family, all the letters have a slide movement, which is a diagonal movement, straight line, that slides down from left to right or right to left. The first letter we're going to do is the K. K is a brave monkey letter, so it starts at the top and it begins with a straight down line. So you're going to go down, bump, pen off. Then you're going to come in from the scared monkey and you're going to slide in and slide out. So you're making that K shape. So we're going to go down, bump, pen off, slide in, slide out. Down, bump, pen off, slide in, slide out. Down, bump, pen off, slide in, slide out. And what we're looking for with our letter K is we're looking for the slides to be straight, not curved. So this one here's got a bit of a curve on it. We're looking for the gap between the top and the bottom to be fairly equal, so we haven't got one coming down really low and one being really big. And we're also looking for the K itself not to be too long, so you don't want too big a gap between your first line and where you bring the slide in from. So have one more go. We're going to go down, bump, pen off. Don't want too big a gap here when I do my slides, so I'm going to come quite close and I'm going to slide in, slide out. So I've got those nice straight lines. It's not too wide a letter and I've got a fairly equal spacing. Down, bump, pen off, slide in, slide out. Down, bump, pen off, slide in, slide out. Down, bump, pen off, slide in, slide out. All the time I'm checking, have I got equal spacing, have I got equal size and shape, and just be careful that you don't end up with a gap between your straight line, down, bump, and your slide. So you want your slide to actually fully touch onto that line. The next letter in the slider family is the V. So the V is just two slide movements. It's a scared monkey letter, so you're going to start from the scared monkey. You're going to go slide down, slide up. Very simple. As you're doing your V, you want to make sure that the gap between your start and your finish is not too large, because once you've done the V, you're going to move on to the W, and if your V shape is very wide, your W is going to be absolutely enormous. So you want to keep that quite narrow. So that gap's probably a bit too wide. So this time I'm going to try and make it a little bit narrower. So I'm going to go slide down, slide up. So I've got a much smaller gap this time. It's much more the shape I want. Slide down, slide up. 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 What I'm looking for again is equal size and shape between my letters. Should be sitting on the bottom line, stopping at the top line, not going over, and I want consistency. Once I've got my V shape, the W is quite easy. I'm starting again from the scared monkey and I'm going to do two V's together. So I'm going to go slide down, slide up, slide down, slide up. So it's a complete movement without taking your pen off. Again, you want to make sure this is not too wide because I don't want an enormous great W, and I'm looking for a nice equal gap each side so it's nice and even. So I'm going to go slide down, slide up, slide down, slide up. So this time I've gone a little bit wider and this line's a little bit curvy, so that's not an ideal one. I'll try again. Slide down, slide up, slide down, slide up. Slide down, slide up, slide down, slide up. Slide down, slide up, slide down, slide up. So as I'm practicing, keeping an eye each time to try and make sure the gap isn't getting too wide. If it is, correct, go back, make it smaller, and that each side of the W is equally spaced. So what I don't want to see is a sort of slide down, slide up, slide down, slide up. because I've got an uneven spacing. I want to look for a nice equal spacing both sides. Slide down, slide up, slide down, slide up. Okay. After the W then we have the X. X is 2 movements with a pen off. Both of them are a slide down. So we're going to start on the Scared Monkey, and we're going to start with a slide down going from left to right. So I'm going to go slide down, take my pen off, I'm going to go straight up above where I finished and slide down right. So I've got 2 slide downs. So I'm going slide down, pen off, 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 slide down, pen off. And as I'm doing my X's, what I'm looking for, as with the other letters, is that equal spacing. So these lines should be in line and these should be similar size. So the first one is quite good. When you look at the second one, you can see that the top part is much bigger than the bottom part, so that's not a very good example. This one's a bit of an improvement. When I go back here again, the top is bigger than the bottom, so I'm looking for that equal size and space. So I'm going slide down, pen off, 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 slide down, pen off. Try not to make the gap too wide. We're getting those equal spaces as well. Then the final member of the slider family is the Z. The Z begins at the Scared Monkey and it starts with a push, and we're going to go from left to right, push, slide down, push, push, slide down, push, push, slide down, push. What I'm looking for with my Z is that my slide down finishes close to where I started, and as with all of the other slider letters, I need to take care not to make my slides too long. So I've got quite long pushes here. I could probably shorten those a bit, so I can go push, slide down, push. Get a much neater letter. Push, slide down, push, push, slide down, push, push, slide down, push, push, slide down, push. And that is our slider family.